Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Tower XpressPro 5-in-1 air fryer oven. Now I'm quite late to the party with regards to purchasing an air fryer, and that's because I weren't sure at first whether it's something that would benefit me. After talking to friends and family and reading some reviews online, not just for this one but for other ones as well, I thought, yeah, it seems like something that could be useful to me. And the fact it's got 5-in-1 different functions you can use it for, that's appealing as well. And of course they range from different prices, and you can get different sizes online as well and in the shop, so there's plenty to choose from. I bought this one from Amazon. It was £59.26, just had to check exact price. So at the time of recording, it's around about that price. And I thought, yeah, it's good value. I read a lot of the reviews as well, just to see what it's like. Let me know, of course, in the comments if you've got this one, or if you're thinking about getting one. I hope this review will help you in deciding. And of course it's my first one, so I've got nothing to compare it with, but I'm going to give a detailed review. We'll look at what it says on the box to begin with, and then we'll get the air fryer out and have a look at it, and then obviously do a demonstration of each of the 5 features. Okay, so let's just give a little insight into what this air fryer is all about. So yes, it's the Tower XpressPro 5-in-1 air fryer oven. This is my first Tower product actually, and they've been going for over 100 years. But like I say, it's got good reviews online. You get a 3-year guarantee. It says it uses up to 50% less energy than a standard conventional oven. And what attracted me about this one, I know there's many like this, but you've got a see-through window, which I like the idea of. And obviously you've got your display on that, which I'll show all your functions of it when start using it. It says it cooks 30% faster and using 99% less oil. There's the fat, not the flavour. And you've got 5 cooking methods. Cook a variety of crispy, tasty, healthy meals and snacks for the entire family to enjoy. So you've got rotisserie function, an air fryer function, a roast function, a bake function, and a dehydrate function. So I'm going to test all of them out. I'm going to roast the chicken. That's where you get all the, I'll show you all the different bits you get in there once I take it out of the box. You roast the chicken, see how that compares to conventional oven. We'll do some chips to test the air fryer function. Maybe roast some potatoes for the roasting function, make a cake or something like that for the bake function. And then this one really intrigues me. You dehydrate things, so you can make like crisps and that, which I think is really interesting. And on the side, just gives you a bit more information about what you can do. It's 11 litre, by the way. So you get them in different sizes. It says it's got rapid air circulation, deliciously crisp, evenly cooked food. Yeah, cook 500 grams of fries in just 20 minutes. And it says crispy food from just 1 spoonful of oil, because that's something that I was a bit, I wasn't sure with regards to, because when you fry chips, whether you make yourself, frozen chips, or you go to a chip shop, chips are a great thing. Fried, I always prefer them to oven chips, and of course you drain the oil properly and cook them at the right temperature and everything. They're a great thing, and I wasn't sure how that would work so well with less oil in an air fryer, but I hope I'm going to be proved that it does work just as well. So you get 3 shelves and an oil tray. You get a digital recipe book. There's a QR code on the top of the box, which you can scan for the digital cookbook, and I'll probably maybe do a recipe from that in a future video. And it says you've got a digital control panel, sets the temperature from 80 degrees Celsius to 200. 60-minute timer for perfect results each time. Easy clean interior with removable door for easy access. Dishwasher safe parts and accessories, so that's good. If you have a dishwasher, non-slip feet for safety and stability. Auto shut-off prevents overheating. And then you see you've got your rotisserie fork and handle. Cook large portions of meat, fish or veg. You've got your mesh racks for cooking multiple food types. And you've got your non-stick oil tray. Catches oil and cooking juices during frying. Great British design, innovation and excellence since 1912. So what we've got on the side of the box just gives you a few examples there. Perfect crispy French fries in 20 minutes. Golden brown sausages from frozen in 20 minutes. Juicy burgers from frozen in 20 minutes. Delicious tender chicken drumsticks in 25 minutes. So as an example of a few things you can do. So that's what's on the box. And we'll now have a look at it out of the box and the accessories that you get with it. So I've taken it out of the box. There was a plastic film on top which I've taken off, and as you see, here's the door, just easily comes open, so you can get a good look inside there. Also you've got your plug at the back. And yeah, it's a nice shape. I like the shape. I like the colour as well. And if we have a look, we've got the booklet here. We'll look at that in a minute. So here is the tray you get, which I think you can just slide in the bottom. Obviously, I'll show this in more detail when we do the tests. Yep, so you got that. And then you've got the bits for the rotisserie. That's like the spit that you put through the meat, whatever you're cooking. And then we've got these two bits, which I think there's, yeah, it's like a hook in there. I think they sit on. So then you've got that bit as well. And then you've got your 3 trays, which you can position in. So the idea is, what if you're cooking on there, so you're cooking some chips on there, then it would straight catch any drips in the bottom, so that's good. So then with this booklet we've got, I'm guessing this is going to be the manual. I do like it's in a nice presentation pack. And this review is independent, not being paid for anything or being asked to review this item. It's just, let's say, one I've chosen myself. So you get a little thank you leaflet there. And then that's your manual, which obviously we're going to detail when I start using it. It's got all your important safety information and everything. And labels here for us, so you know exactly what's what. And you need to do a trial run before you start cooking anything, which we will do next. You've got all your control panel there, which will be on top there, which I'll go through once I start using it. Okay, so before we use the air fryer, we need to do a trial run. It's explained in the booklet here what we need to do. So because it just said the appliance should be used for the first time without any food in it in order to remove any manufacturing coating and residues. The appliance may produce some smoke or odours during this process. Allow the appliance to heat up on the highest temperature setting for approximately 15 minutes with no food inside. So it gives you a rundown of exactly what to do. So we're doing that now. So connect the plug to a mains wall socket, which I've already done. Close the appliance door, which I've done. And then we need to press the on button. So I just need to put the switch on. and then you can see it's now powered up, and then that is the button we need to press. So there you go, that's now brought up the menu. It says the appliance will automatically enter standby mode after 90 seconds if no keys are pressed, after the control panel has illuminated. So just if it does go off, just press that button once more. Okay, so it says press the timer arrow keys to adjust the operating time to 15 minutes. So it actually says it's on 15 already. Press the temperature arrow keys to adjust the temperature setting to 200 degrees Celsius, because it's on 180 at the moment. So you've got, so you've got a little thermometer there, so I'm guessing that's, so that's, there we go, 200. And then the other one, you've got a little moon symbol by to represent the time. And then we've done that, to press that one again, and you see we've now got a fan symbol coming on. The heating element and the fan will begin to operate, which I'm sure you can hear. Fan and heating indicators will illuminate and the timer will begin counting down. When the set time has elapsed, the appliance will emit a series of bleeps. The screen will display 00 and the screen and the on will flash. Remove the plug from the mains power socket and allow the appliance to cool down. So that's very straightforward to do, but an essential step to do when before you're first going to use it. So as you can see, it's now gone down to 14, and like I say, it'll bleep when we get to 00. So I'll come back to you when there's about a minute to go. Okay, so it's now on 2 minutes. I don't know how well the sound comes across on the video, but it's not too loud. It's just obviously the sound of the fan. I mean, I haven't had an air fryer before, so I don't know nothing to compare it to. In terms of heat, it's not really hot. I can put my hand on it. You don't want to keep it there too long, but just for demonstration, it's not that hot, so the heat's contained well within the air fryer. So like I say, when it gets to times up, it will bleep. So that's for the trial run, and there is a little smell of you get when something's new, as it says it's from the manufacturing coating, the residue, so that's normal. Like I say, it shows you in the booklet anyway how to do this process before you start using it. It's on 1 minute now, so you see it alternate between the temperature and how many minutes are left on the timer. In the booklet as well, it shows you that there's some presets for different things, whatever you want to cook. So that's handy as well, and I'll show some of them when I go through the 5 different demonstrations, the things that I'm going to test for the 5 different cooking modes. Okay, so it will bleep shortly because it's on less than a minute, and then when it does, which it is now, so you can hear it's on 00 and it's bleeping. And it's automatically switched off. So that's something really good. It automatically just switches off. And then you can see you've got the on button just to turn it back on again. And it says now just remove the plug from the main socket and allow it to cool down. Obviously just switch it off first. take the plug out, and then yeah, let it cool down. So that's what you need to do before you do your first try with it. So the first one I'm going to try out will be the rotisserie feature. So roast a whole chicken using the accessories we've got, and we'll try that out and see how that works compared to roasting it in a conventional oven. So let's try out the rotisserie function. We have the shaft bit here, and then we've got two light rotisserie forks, which are going to go into the meat. And it says whatever meat you're grilling in the air fryer, it needs to be a maximum weight of 1.3 kilograms. I've got a 1.3 kilogram chicken here, which in a conventional oven will take about 115 minutes, an hour and 15, something like that. So what we need to do first of all is you need to slide one end into the rotisserie fork, so that will go onto there, and then you're going to put the other end into the actual, in my case, the chicken, and then you secure the other one on the other end, as you can see in the picture. And there. So I've secured one end on. You can see that it's got an adjustable screw, so you can adjust it. Obviously, if you've got smaller pieces of meat, you can move it closer. Same with the one on the other end. So then what we need to do is then this needs to go through the chicken. So I'm going to put that through, and then these forks here will go into the end of the chicken because it's going to rotate inside the air fryer, so obviously needs to be secure. So I put it through the chicken and to the other side. Now these bits at the end are what are going to sit inside the air fryer. I've washed my hands as well, so it's raw chicken. So it tells you in the booklet everything, all your notes and all that, so you can reference that. There are other accessories you can get, so like a kebab skewers and that, which is handy. So I've turned the air fryer on. I'm just going to open it. I've got the drip tray in the bottom, so there are a couple of notches either side where the ends of the shaft will sit on. It does say though to make sure that you position it correctly, you can adjust it, because you basically want this not to rotate before you've put the before you've pressed the button to make it spin, which we will test in a minute. So let's secure this inside. So you can see it's nicely snug in there. You can see why it says no more than 1.3 kilos in weight, because obviously obviously you can get bigger air fryers if you want to do more bigger size food, but obviously it's going to be rotating as well. I may need to adjust it because maybe I've positioned it a bit too high on the chicken, but we'll see. So the chicken's now in. I'm going to just call the menu up, press that to rotate it, and then we press the start button. And then we select what we want. There we are, chicken. And then we need to obviously adjust the time. So let's just do, so you can do an hour maximum at a time, so we need to check it after an hour then. That's good in a way because it will switch off automatically after an hour, and then we can check it after that. So as you can see, it's looking nice and brown. I've actually stopped it because I put it on for an hour, and I noticed in the booklet it's actually says 40 minutes. I think it's that getting used to the different times compared to if you was cooking it in your oven. So what I'm going to do is, let's just open the door. Now that is looking nice and golden brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check that it is done, and then I can try a bit and see how well it's come out. It's looking a really nice colour. Bear in mind I've not put nothing on it, it's just gone in as it is. So I think that's something to bear in mind. You know, just refer to the booklet because the times will vary compared to doing it in a conventional oven. Now you get this hook with your oven. Now you need to just carefully get that underneath so then you can lift it out, lift it off the hooks. As you see, all the fat's collected in the bottom, and then there we go, so that will come out. I'll put that on the board there a minute. So you can see all the fat's collected in the tray in the bottom, and so lovely colour there. Just going to let it cool for a little bit, and then you can give it a try. I'm interested to see how this come out. One thing I can really see an advantage of is if you've got family come around or friends, or you know, you're doing a big you know, like Sunday roast or whatever you're doing. You know, you can do your chicken in the air fryer, and then you can do your potatoes, veg, whatever else in the oven. You know, because sometimes you're a bit tight for space, so having that as well, I think is a great idea. So let's just cool this for a few minutes and then we can give it a try. So I've let it cool for a bit. I'm just gonna dry a bit and see how it's come out. So I'm really impressed with the colour. Looks really juicy as well. You have a look at that there. Okay, let's just get a bit off. Just pull that bit there. You have a look at that. Oh, have a look at that there. I'm really impressed with how that's come out, and like I say, there's nothing on there, it's just the chicken in as it was. So yeah, I think that's definitely a winner with regards to doing it in the air fryer. Okay, so let me know in the comments what you think of doing, what other meats you've done tried it in the air fryer. Okay, so now let's look at doing some frozen chips in the air fryer. I do make chips myself sometimes I have frozen ones, and these are the ones I normally do in a conventional chip fryer, so we'll see how well they come out in this air fryer. So I place some on a tray. You can do a maximum of 550 grams at a time. Obviously I've got another tray if you want to use two of the racks. I just rotate them during cooking, and I've got the drip tray on the bottom there. Now the whole idea is obviously you don't need to use a lot of oil, so I'm only going to put like a tiny bit in as recommended, and then we'll see how well they come out. We know whether to adjust it for next time. You can do fries as well if you want. There is a guide in the book. It shows you the preset programs. So you can see here, you've got if you want to do homemade chips, and then obviously you've got the frozen ones here, and obviously you can just adjust the temperature if they need a bit longer. So we're going to give this a go. Just going to put a bit of oil on, and then we'll turn it on and see how it does. So on the control panel we can push this, and this will select our scroll through the different options of the preset. There's 8 preset programs, so you can see the one we want is the fries there. Okay, and then obviously it's flashing temperature 180 degrees, which is what it recommends. A maximum as 550 grams at times. I say that's what they recommend. The cooking time should be about 20 minutes, and just as if they're not they're not ready, just doing for another 5 minutes or whatever after. So let's now press this one, and you can see now start it up. And like I said before, it will rotate between the temperature and how long it's got left, and it will bleep when it gets to 00. So let's see in 20 minutes how well they come out. So as you can see, it's got about less than a minute left, so they should be ready. Obviously you can adjust the time and put them on for a bit more if they're not quite ready. I'm interested to see how these come out. Obviously it takes about 20 minutes. The good thing is, of course, compared to chip flat fry, of course you can just leave these and obviously it'll bleep when it's ready, because obviously you can't leave a chip flat fry. And there you go, they should be ready. So it bleeps for a few seconds and then it should just switch off. Yeah, it stops, and then obviously you can open the door. Just be careful because obviously it's going to be hot. Okay, so I'm going to get them out, give one a try, and let's I'm interested to see how these come out. So first impressions, they've got a nice colour to them. Let's give one a try. They've got a nice crunch to them, and also a nice colour as well. I'd say probably they have got, you could probably tell that they're not been deep fried, but obviously they're not, you haven't got to worry about draining them with the oil and all that. So yeah, they've come out better than I thought they would. Let me know in the comments what you think about doing chips in an air fryer, and I will give a go making my own ones to see how they come out as well. So I'm now going to try out the roasting function. I've got some potatoes that I've pre-boiled, and I'm going to try roasting them in the air fryer. Now I've got 2 trays here, so they're going to need rotating at some point during the cooking. I pre-boiled them because I always do that when I do my potatoes in the oven normally, so just going to do the same sort of thing. I'll put a little oil on. Obviously the beauty of an air fryer is you don't need much oil. It's just as it's been the first time, it's just getting used to the balance and what gives the best results. So I'm going to need to rotate the racks, as I say, during the cooking. There's no preset function for roast potatoes, so we're just doing them at 200 degrees Celsius. I'm going to set it for half an hour, and then I'm going to check it. The good thing is you can open the door during the cooking. It will just stop the fan and pause the temperature, and then when you close the door it will restart, and you can adjust the temperature if you need to as well. So that's the good thing. So yes, as I say, just pre-boiled them, cut them up, put a little bit of oil on, and then we'll see how they come out. So let's close the door. Let's press, so it's on 180. We'll press it, and that start it up. So yeah, it's getting used to the control panel and everything, but it switches between how long you've got left and the temperature. we'll keep an eye on that. I could do them at 200, but we'll do them at 180, see how they come out for half an hour. Like I say, it's getting used to it and everything, so we will have a look once they are done. So it's just coming up to the last minute. I have rotated the two shelves, and I did open the door to have a look how they were doing. They say that the timer will pause and the temperature will pause in the fan, so, and it just resumed once you close the door, so that's handy. And there we go, it's finished. So we'll have a little look. Just wait for it to stop. There we go. Okay, so they're looking good. So first try, so I'm going to get them out and then make you want to try. So I've let them cool down for a bit, and let's see how they've come out. They've got a nice, seem quite crispy on the outside, so I did put a little bit of oil on. And let's have a look inside. If you have a look there, you can see nice and soft inside. And crunchy on the inside. So I did that at 180 for half an hour. I had two trays and I just swapped them over about halfway. Yes, that came out quite well. Let me know how you do your roast potatoes in the air fryer. So let's now test the baking function. So I've just made banana bread here, which normally in the oven it'll take about 50 minutes, between 40 and 50 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in for about 40 minutes, and then we'll check it after that, just to because it's been the first time in an air fryer, and see how well it works in there. So there's no preset function for the cake, so we just need to adjust it to the correct temperature. So I've got it on 160 for the temperature, and then for the time, I've got it on 40. And then what I'm going to do is obviously press the start button, and then that starts it up. Now it does say about preheating it for about a couple of minutes beforehand when you're doing things like cakes. In the booklet it gives you full instructions on recommendations for that. But a lot of it is also by trial and error for yourself, because for example like frozen chips, which I did previously, it suggests you don't put any oil on because of, you know, they've been coated, usually the shop ones. But for me, I found they needed a bit of oil because since putting this video together, I have been trying it out in between, and you know, there's varied results depending whether you use oil or not. So for me, I think you need a bit of oil, but that's just preference, depends how you like them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till it gets to 38, and then we'll pull it in. And then what we'll do is we will then check after that, and hopefully it will be alright. So obviously I've already put it in a tray. I haven't actually checked the tray fit, that's a good point, but hopefully it will be alright. So obviously you can take out the wire trays. Move that to one side a second. Of course, let me know in the comments what things you bake in your air fryer, how they've come out. Do you find it better than the oven, or do you prefer the oven? So 30 minutes, obviously it will stop. Okay. So close it, and it automatically restarts. what we're going to do is we're going to check after 38 minutes, because obviously it's had 2 minutes to preheat, and then we'll see if it needs any more time after that. So I've just tested it with Secure. It's completely done after 40 minutes, so that's good. It's got a nice colour on it. It's risen nicely as well. So the only thing I'd say, because obviously it's not a massive air fryer, I can just check obviously the size of tin you're using, but that one did fit in okay, so that's good. And I say it looks like it's come out well. I'm going to let it cool, and then once it's cool, I'll give it a bit of try and see how it's come out. But yeah, it's looking good at the moment. Okay, so I'll let it cool, and I'm just going to cut a bit off and give it a try. I'm interested to see how it has done compared to doing it in the oven. You can hear that nice crust on the top there. Okay, let's just break a bit off. Oh, let's just pick it up. Okay, here we go. I've got to say that's come out just as well as it would have done if I'd done it in the oven. So that's a success for the baking. Obviously I've only tried one thing, so obviously you can try biscuits, you know, other whatever you know you want to try really. But yeah, I think that's come out really well. Of course, let me know in the comments what you bake in your air fryer. Okay, and then we will try to dehydrate section next. We'll see how that comes out, because I'm intrigued to see how it suggests using cutting thin slices of fruit, you know, to make, we could try making your own crisp, which is what I'm going to try with some potatoes. So we'll see how that comes out. Okay, so to test the dehydrate function of the air fryer, I've just cut some potato, thinly sliced it, and they recommend about 5mm in thickness. And so we're going to put that in and see. Do dried fruit, and it says just make sure that you've got it on a tray and you've got enough room for the air to circulate. Put that in, close that up, and then we need to look for the function until we get to the no, I think it's one more, the last one, yeah, there. And it's actually got it at the correct, because it says temperature 45, need low temperature 4 hours, and it's got 4 hours already displayed there, 45, so that's good. So let's start it up, and then we will see how it comes out. I'm intrigued to see how this works, and then obviously I can try it with other things as well. So it's just coming to the end of the 4 hours. I'm interested to see how these have come out. Now, it does say in the booklet that depending on the moisture content of the fruit will depend on, you know, how long they take. I've done it for 4 hours to see. While it's, you know, if it's come out, I can adjust it next time. You can see they've crisped up nicely. Now I'm going to get these out and just let them cool a bit. Of course, I've just done a few just to, you know, for test purposes. And of course, you just need to space them out, as I did when I first put them in. So you may need them in batches if you're doing quite a few, or of course put another tray in, just as long as you've got enough room for the air to circulate. So let's get them out carefully. Obviously, it's going to be hot. Like I said, I don't know if this is needed the 4 hours or not. So let's just try one. Let's see, it snaps like a crisp. very crunchy. Got a kind of bit of resemblance of a crisp and a Pringle, if you like, you know, which obviously being made from potato. I'm just going to put a little bit of let's put a little bit of salt on one and see how that see how that tastes. Yeah, they're not bad. See, depending on the type of potatoes you use as well, you could use different flavourings. So I think it's definitely a good idea. I mean, you could also, I think I'd try drying some herbs as well. I grow a lot of herbs, and if you get an abundance of, say, one particular herb, you could dry them out. So I might see how well that happens, but I think it's definitely a good function to have in this air fryer. They do taste like a really premium crisp. I think that's the best way to explain it, like those hand cooked ones you get, like the Tyrrells or the supermarket brand ones you get in various flavours. Yeah, they very remind me of them, so I think they've come out pretty well, to be honest. Let me know if you've done anything like this in your air fryer and the results you've got. I hope you found that review helpful. And what do I think about the Tower 5-in-1 air fryer? Well, I think it's good. It's got a lot of different functions. Like I said, I've got nothing to compare it with, as I've not had an air fryer before, but comparing it to like a conventional oven, I think I can see its benefits. Especially like I said before, with if you're cooking a big meal for friends, family, you know, you can do your vegetables and your potatoes in the oven. You can roast your chicken in the air fryer. Obviously, you can set the timer. You've got the presets on the air fryer. I think that's a really good idea. Obviously, if you're doing chips, you can program it and then just leave it, and it will switch off. Whereas obviously with a chip fat fryer, for example, obviously you've got to watch it at all times. And yeah, so it's, I can see it being really handy, and I'm glad I bought one now. And also I'm going to have fun experimenting with it and seeing what works best, really, and adjusting different times. And I'll probably do some recipes for it in the future. Let me know in the comments what air fryer you've got and what you like to do in it, what works best. And I'll put a link in the description for this air fryer, just in case you want to check it out. And yeah, I mean, you can get ones, you know, some you get with twin, so you get twin baskets, so you can do two things at the same time. This one's got obviously different shelves, so you know, you can do different things if they're the sort of same time and that. So yeah, I think they're a good thing. And yeah, I think this is definitely, I've made a good decision on this particular brand. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful, give it a like. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.